Well, remember, viewers, time and again, Imran Khan and the rest of his Pakistani cabinet have been demanding proof. They said, show us proof and then we will act against terror camps and terrorists. So Times Now is now going to expose the proof which has been handed across to Imran Khan. That's right, we've managed to access the dossier which has been submitted by India to Pakistan, which gives solid evidence of JeM's, Jaish's involvement in terror activity over the years. Well, this dossier that we are going to show to you, viewers, will give a point-by-point rebuttal about every farce of JeM being a social organization, and it shows their terror agenda. Its leaders have attempted to indoctrinate, attempted to collect funds for jihad. We're also going to show you pictures of JeM's terror camps in Balakot. All of this has been presented to Imran Khan in the form of a dossier which has been given to him, submitted to him yesterday. And this is the actionable proof that Imran Khan ought to be working in. Yes, they are going to today return Wing Commander Abhinandan Varthaman. But now we are going to prove to you exactly why Imran Khan has decided to free our brave. Because there is so much evidence that he cannot possibly refute. He's being forced, his hand is being forced to start acting against terror camps and terrorists which have been emanating and being shielded and nurtured on his own soil. There's also proof of JeM's terror activities which is now staring at Imran, and the Pakistani Prime Minister is going to be on test. India has welcomed that Wing Commander Abhinandan Varthaman is going to be sent back to India later on in the day. But this is just the beginning. In the strong-arm diplomatic tactics which India has now undertaken, the message to Imran Khan is very clear. Clamp down on terror camps. It's a blunt message. Imran Khan will do well to heed this warning. Let's go across to Nikunj Garg, our editor for internal security. Nikunj, explain to us page by page the dossier you've managed to access for us. What is the actionable proof that Imran Khan ought to be working on against Masood Azhar?
Well, Meghna, the fact of the matter is that this is a compilation of the entire recent jaish-e-mohammad activity, which according to the Government of India, and this dossier has that very much written in the print handed over to Pakistani government, is happening right under the nose of the Pakistani government, which clearly means that it cannot happen without the knowledge of the Pakistani authorities at various levels, at the level of the state governments where this is happening, the provincial governments as they are called in Pakistan, and then the central government. So very clearly, Pakistan government is allowing Jaish-e-Mohammad a free run in the territories that it controls, contrary to the promise that it has given to India in 2004 that its territory will not be allowed to use for the anti-India activity. Now, what does this dossier actually says? It starts from, these are all very recent episodes. It starts from 2018 and ends up somewhere in 2017. So last 2 years, we are just in 2019. This is, if one episode one can go, this is May 3, 2018. And it begins with JeM chief Maulana Masood Azhar alias Saddi in his column Rango Noor writes that if offered, Pakistan should exchange Dr. Shakil Afridi with Afia Siddiqui, as Afia Siddiqui is the pride of Pakistan. Now, these are all individual characters about whom the mentions are there in context to the terror that Pakistan is sponsoring on the Indian soil. And then he goes on to, on May 14th itself, that he goes on to say that it again talks about Abdul Hafiz Amirpuri. And same, JeM Amirul Mujahideen Maulana Masood Azhar motivating his companions and the Ummah, the Muslim world. He said that the existence of Masood Azhar in itself is a blessing of Allah. So a man who is, going to be very, very shortly, hopefully, and if China moves away from its stated position, certainly, most certainly, a globally proscribed terrorist. The dossier says that he is a blessing for Allah, and all his activities are happening right under the nose of the Pakistani government. Now, it again, on February 2018, just about a year back, during its 6-day visit to Lahore, the JeM Shoba-e-Taroof Department of Introduction delegation held 13 interaction sessions in which 700 people, including 65 ulemas, participated. During these interactions, around 30 people expressed their desire to take part in JeM training, Dora-e-Tareba. So all of this happening right in one of the most prominent cities of Pakistan, Lahore. Huge conference. 30 people right then and there saying that they want to become part of the JEM training course. And what is this training course? The entire world knows, and that is why jaish-e-mohammad is a sanctioned organization by most countries. Maulana Masood Azhar is a proscribed man, individual by most countries. Of course, UNSC resolution, there is a problem with China, and about that the Indian government is now very aggressively working on. Again, if we read from the dossier itself, now, see, the terror complicity of Jaish-e-Mohammad, which says, on multiple occasions, it says we are only into religious activity. JEM Mujahideen carried out a suicide attack. And when? February 10, 2018, just about 1 year back, on Indian Army's Sunjuan camp, in which 5 army officers were killed, and many more were injured. The Mujahideen have given a gift to the Modi government. Mujahideen have given a gift to the Modi government, direct reference to India's central government, direct reference that, any civilized government, as Imran Khan has been offering olive branch, must take note of. And if this is the kind of activity that is going on inside Pakistan, at least if, Imran Khan has now been in power for close to an year's time, and if he is serious about stamp it out or at least put a lid on all this kind of activity. Now, this says the Mujahideen gave a gift to the Modi government on the occasion of the martyrdom day of Afzal Guru, Maqbool Butt, and also for the captivity of Hazrat Amir Maulana Masood Azhar, who was in Indian jails and released in exchange for IC 814, as we all know. Clearly mentioned here again, by killing 5 Indian army officers, 5 Indian Mujahideen took part in the operation, of which 3 were killed, 2 escaped successfully. The revenge operations launched by the Afzal Guru Shaheed squad. India has been continually blaming this particular squad. There have been documentary evidence that has been recovered from the encounter sites on multiple occasions. When India has handed over that proof to Pakistan, Pakistan has chosen to remain in denial and disbelief, and always maintained that nobody from Pakistani soil is involved in such attacks. Again, the dossier very clearly mentions it. Now, this is another visit. March 27, 2018, during a 4-day visit to Sialkot district, Jaish-e-Mohammad, again, Shobai Taruf, which is, it largely looks like it's a process or a program to bring individuals who are uninitiated into jihad and related religious activities to their fold. Delegation comprising Maulana, the name of these individuals, including the delegation recruited 22 people, begged for 22 people for Daura-e-Tarbiya training course, and 91 for Daura-e-Safri training on jihad and Quran. Very clearly, 91 people recruited in one camp in Sialkot for training in jihad and Quran. Now, this is the kind of activity that is openly going on. Individuals are being recruited, motivated, then sent to camps like Balakot, which was bombed by the Indian fighter aircraft jets just a few days back. And from there again launched back to India to carry out the strikes that this dossier mentions and the entire world knows about. So the fact is that is a completely uninterrupted jihad factory that is running inside Pakistan, right under the nose of the various provincial and the central government. And when Imran Khan comes out and says that, we want peace, we want to choose the path of dialogue, this is why the government of India, with the continuous inputs from the intelligence, security and the Indian army and allied security forces, cannot accept that olive branch at its face value. This is the big problem. Then, when we come back after the recruitment, the participants also promised to take part in religious events organized by JEM and ulemas and express satisfaction over the schedule for training prepared by JEM chief Maulana Masood Azhar. The man is directly in charge. His complicity leaves nobody in doubt. If the Pakistanis are in doubt, here is the name of the city, name of the individuals, name of the people joining, name of the people who participated, the Maulanas. I am quite sure that if a government is serious in any part of the world, then if it has so much of leads on its hands, and if it is aware of so much of religious activity or activity for recruitment purposes going on, which India says is only the recruitment is being done for anti-India terror activities to be launched from the Pakistani soil, it can at some point or the other halt or stall such activities. Clearly, various Pakistani provincial governments and the government of Pakistan has shown zero intent and allowed individuals like Maulana Masood Azhar a complete free run. this dossier now again given to Pakistani government will again provide them great amount of details, leads and inputs if provided they wish to choose to act upon it and work on these. See, Maulana Masood Azhar we know, but there are individuals by their names mentioned, quite prominent individuals who are going around various parts of Pakistan and propagating what India calls religious jihad. And if they wish to stop those individuals, at least at the first point, they should call those individuals for questioning, ask them about the activities that have been cited in this dossier, and Pakistani CID and Counter-Terrorism Department of Punjab itself would also be very, very well aware of those activities. Now, again on November 27, 2017, Jaish-e-Mohammad organized Ghazwa-e-Hind, Holy War Against India conference. Now, this is specifically an anti-India terror activity, terror activity dedicated just about against India. In district Okara, attended by over 2,000 people. The conference was addressed by JeM leaders, Mufti Abdul Rauf Asgar, Maulana Maqsood and Maulana Abdul Malik Tahir. His address, Mufti Abdul Rauf Asgar highlighted the virtues of martyrdom and congratulated the parents of killed terrorists Sajid and Talha, both killed in an encounter or in various encounters with Indian security forces. He stressed that Indo-Pakistan friendship, these are the words we must watch out for. He stressed that Indo-Pakistan friendship and bilateral trade would not end jihad, as there were many youth ready to sacrifice their lives like Sajid and Talha. Rauf called upon youth to follow the footsteps of killed terrorists Sajid and Talha. In his address, Maulana Abdul Malik Tahir paid tribute to JeM chief Maulana Masood Azhar for his contribution to jihad and wished Azhar him a good health and long life. Now, here again, clear proof, name of the place, name of the individuals, name of the slain terrorists, name of the places where they died, and also a direct hint at the fact that whatever endeavors were being done for Indo-Pakistan friendship or bilateral trade to promote people-to-people contact are certainly not going to help the entire situation between India and Pakistan. Now, if this is the kind of input, how much do you promote India-Pakistan friendship? And this is also clearly a message for all the peaceniks in this country who say that, you know, people-to-people contact will improve, will give a better chance to peace in the subcontinent, and governments can then also come together. Certainly, these individuals have something completely different on their mind, and something that no government in New Delhi can avoid taking note of, and if you avoid it at the cost of your own peril, as we have seen it in Pulwama, as we have seen in multiple previous strikes by likes of Jaish-e-Mohammad or Lashkar-e-Taiba in this country.
Absolutely. India has always said that it is in favor of dialogue, but only after there is action and crackdown against terror. Any kind of actionable proof, Pakistan has said, give it to us, we will act upon it.